Hello all, how is it going? You can obviously notice that a few things are different. This is obviously not Yu-Gi-Oh content, and as you can tell by what's on the screen right now and by the title of the video, you know what we're going to be doing today. So there's a few reasons why I'm doing this. Number one, I wanted to see what it would look like if I posted something that's not Yu-Gi-Oh on this channel. You know, a couple other channels do this. They'll post vlogs or just content from other entertainment media. I wanted to see what it would look like if I were to do that. And two, the reason I'm doing this specifically is because I just got back from a family vacation to Disney World, so all of this stuff is fresh in my head anyway. So I just went ahead and made this just to see how it would go. So obviously what we have in front of us is a list going in order of when they were released of every single animated film from Disney and Pixar. So I'm just going to be going through ranking them, quote unquote. It's not going to be a traditional tier list like S tier, A tier, B tier, etc., etc. It's basically just going to be me going in order of which of these do I like better than the other. Because if I were to do the traditional S tier to D tier or below, there would be very few in the lower tiers, and pretty much it would be all A tier, S tier, with a couple in B tier. And I didn't want to do that just because, for those of you that don't know, I am also in the artistic side of things. I am a musician, and I've studied a bit more into other entertainment media as well, mainly music and a little bit of art and animation. So there are things with each of these that I can appreciate in their own way, having studied more of those. So I didn't want to try and do a traditional tier maker just because, like I said, most of them would be at the top. And there are things about each of these that I can appreciate in their own way. So I'm basically just going to be going through and ranking them. You know, which of these I like compared to others, rather than where would they sit on a traditional tier list. So the only other thing I had to say is you can notice which ones are here, and there are obviously a lot missing. I tried to not include a lot of the sequels that just aren't worth mentioning, and there's a few of them in here that I just decided not to throw in, either because I haven't seen them or because I think they weren't popular enough, or I'm just not as familiar with them. So if something is missing from this, then you know we're kind of just skipping over it. You can comment about it if I missed anything that you wanted me to go over. But other than that, I am just going to dive right in and just get this started. So first and foremost, we have the very first film release, Snow White. So obviously we're just going to throw this on here, and it's going to fall within the rankings as we go along. But just general comment about it, you know, it's the first one ever released. It's a classic. It's how it got all started. Good movie overall. Pinocchio, I think I would rather watch Pinocchio over Snow White. Yeah, especially having revisited it over, sadly, the live action remake, which we don't talk about those. Is the short of it, but yeah, that's where it falls in relation to that. Dumbo, I think I'd rather watch Pinocchio rather than Dumbo. I'm gonna be moving all these around a lot as I place them up here. So I'm gonna try to go through them quickly because there's like 62 up here, but I'll just give general thoughts about each as I get to it. But Dumbo, you know, these are starting off with all the classics. So not much to say about them. Most of you probably seen them, which is why I'm trying to keep the comments to a minimum. But yeah, Dumbo, Pinocchio in front of it. Bambi, I think I'm gonna throw this at the end. Like I mean, good movie, but like I never find myself in the mood of like, hey, I want to go put on Bambi and watch that again. So just like, yeah, it's kind of there. Cinderella, think above above Dumbo, below Pinocchio. Yeah, that feels right. I can come back to it if I feel that I need to. Alice in Wonderland. God, I probably haven't seen these longer than the rest of these. I mean, good movie. I'd probably, yeah, that feels right. I'd probably watch the other ones over it, but I'd probably watch it more so than Snow White and Bambi. Peter Pan, it's probably been just as long for this one. Another classic, really love it. Um, Above Dumbo, I think. Below Cinderella. That feels right for now. I can always come back to these. Lady and the Tramp, I think above all these. Yeah. This again, as I go through this tier list, no, this isn't like, you know, oh, Lady and the Tramp is so much better than all these, and Bambi is the bottom of the bottom. That's not how this list is working. This list is just like what I think is better than the others. Sleeping Beauty. I want to say below Cinderella, maybe yeah, maybe slightly above it. Actually, yeah, I think it's gonna go there for now. Jungle Book, I think it goes above all these. Lady and the Tramp's a good movie, but Jungle Book's just yeah, it's a classic, especially all the songs. I appreciate the songs from this a lot more after being involved in music a lot more. Aristocats, ooh, that definitely goes above Lady and the Tramp for me. Is it better than Jungle Book? Hmm, that is actually tough because this has some great music in it as well. I also have a bit of bias for this because my childhood was filled with this movie. I used to watch this at my grandma's house all the time. Uh, I think for now it's going above Jungle Book. Yeah, that feels about right for now. I can always come back to these. Rescuers. I think I've seen this like once when I was a kid. I've never really gone back and visited this. This movie's probably better than what I'm about to give it credit for, but mm, I think I'm putting it below Peter Pan. I think that feels weird because I only remember a little bit about this movie. I think it's better than what I give it credit for, but I just never like go back and rewatch it. So like for that, not because it's a bad movie. Again, I don't think anything on here is a bad movie per se, but I'm just gonna put it there for now, and I might revisit it later. Little Mermaid. Oh, I think it goes above all these. It's just this was around in my childhood a lot. This is just a classic. I love the movie. By the way, this hit me off guard because I thought this came out in the 90s. This actually came out in 1989, which makes me feel even older. I thought this was a 90s movie. So there's a little fun fact for you if you don't remember the release year of this. But yeah, I do think it goes above that. As much as I love the music from this, I appreciate the music from these a lot more, and just the just it's just bias from my childhood. Beauty and the Beast, that goes above Little Mermaid. It's another childhood favorite of mine. Just phenomenal music. I even like some of the music from the live action, which like none of the live actions are on here for good reason because they're all kind of bad. But like revisiting it after that as well, and some of the songs from that, just it's I'm gonna be mentioning a lot of this from a musical standpoint, just because like I'm a music person. But there's other elements involved in the selection process of these, I promise. But like that's one of my main criteria is story and music, and Beauty and the Beast is just a classic for me. Aladdin, it's above Aristocats for me, definitely. I don't know, just Robin Williams, man. What a guy. He was great. There's this the humor in this, the references. Uh it's definitely above Aristocats. Is it above Little Mermaid for me? I think it is. Is it above Beauty and the Beast? Nah, probably not. I think it's gonna go there for now. This one I'll probably come back to because I always go back and forth about Aladdin. Just great movie, great movie. The Lion King. So a lot of you are gonna hate me for this, but I didn't watch The Lion King as much in my childhood, so I don't really have as much childhood nostalgia for this one as some of the rest of this. So it's at this point I'm going to remind you that if I put something low down on the list, that does not mean I think it's a bad movie. I like things about all of these movies. I think they're all good movies. That being said, I think Lion King is going to go kind of down on the list for me. Classic movie. There's not as much nostalgia for it as some of these others for me, but like it's below Little Mermaid for me. I think it's below Aristocats. Yeah, my own nostalgia bias for that. Is it below Jungle Book? It might be. As much as I hate to say that, I think Lion King's going below Jungle Book for me. Uh is it below Lady and the Tramp? Nah, I think that feels right for now. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there for now, and I can come back to these later on. And again, remember how I'm doing this list. Have at me in the comments if you want, I guess, but just remember how I'm doing this. I don't think it's a bad movie. Pocahontas. I've only seen this movie like once or twice. It's fine. There's elements that I like. Some of the songs are good. Definitely below Lion King. I think it's below Lady and the Tramp as well, and I think it's below Pinocchio. Honestly, I think it's below Sleeping Beauty and Cinderella as well. Is it below Peter Pan? I think it is. I think I'm putting it below Peter Pan, above the rest of these. Yeah, that feels right. Toy Story. My God, speaking of childhood nostalgia, I cannot tell you the amount of times I rewatched this as a kid. This goes above Lion King, absolutely, because I watched it way more than that. And then it goes above Jungle Book. Much as I love Aristocats, I think it's going above Aristocats. And I think that's where I stop, just because I think I would watch The Little Mermaid more. Hunchback of Notre Dame is easily going at the top. Just revisiting this, the story, the music is gorgeous in this, especially especially Frollo's song Hellfire. I liked that song so much that I did that for one of my songs in my concert recital for one of my courses in college. That was what a movie. This movie is criminally underrated. This is so good. Hercules, side tangent fun fact. Most of you probably know this already, but Hercules is actually his Roman name. His Greek name is Heracles. So, useless fact that you probably already knew and don't care about aside. Hercules, some good music in this as well. Classic characters, classic sequences. Where am I putting this? I think I'd rather watch Toy Story more. Would I actually? Does it go above Toy Story? It's going below Little Mermaid, just because I watch Little Mermaid more than I do Hercules. I think it does go below Toy Story, just because I have more of a fondness for Toy Story. Would I watch it more? Nah, I'd probably watch Aristocats more. And I think I'll barely put it above Jungle Book. Yeah, that feels right about now. Mulan, the classic animated one, not the shitty live action that we don't talk about, because there is no live action remake of Mulan. It does not exist. The original animated Mulan, great songs, great sequences, great characters. Eddie Murphy is Mushu. It's got it all. It's so good. It's going above Hercules. I think it goes above Aristocats. Toy Story, is it above that? I think it's above Toy Story. Yeah, that feels right. Where do I know? A Bug's Life. I don't rewatch this as much as I do others. I've seen it a good handful of times. I think I definitely rather watch Lion King more. Probably Lady and the Tramp more as well. And I'll put it above. Oh, what in the... Okay, hello there, advertisement. I don't know if y'all heard that, but this advertisement just started screaming in my ear. So, there's that. Anyway, what's next? Tarzan. Oh my God. Speaking of childhood nostalgia. Oh, there's gonna be some bias toward this. The story I really love. It's got my childhood nostalgia going for it. The music is just... Phil Collins did not need to go that hard for this movie, and oh man, every single song in this movie is a banger. It's some bias is gonna come in toward here. It's above Aristocats, it's above Toy Story, it's above Mulan. I think it's above Little Mermaid. I like Little Mermaid, but I think Tarzan's going higher than it. Is it above Aladdin? I think for me it's above Aladdin. Is it? These two are kind of interchangeable. Is it above Beauty and the Beast as well? I think Beauty and the Beast is going to stay above it. Is Tarzan? Do I like Tarzan better than Aladdin? I think I do. I think I like Tarzan more than I do Aladdin. I may come back to this because, like, you can ask me on any different day. I may change this. I could even change this. I'm going to leave it there for now. I may revisit it as I go further down the list. Toy Story 2. So I tried to include the least amount of sequels on this as I could. Toy Story is just one that I have to throw in here because just every single Toy Story movie I think is just great. We'll talk about Toy Story 4 and maybe not that one. I threw that in here just because I threw in the rest, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Toy Story 2. It's definitely around the area of the first one. Do I like it? I think I like it better than the first one. I definitely like it better than the first Toy Story, just by a little bit. Is it better than Mulan? No, I think I'd rather watch Mulan again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it there for now, just above the second one. Emperor's New Groove. Lot of funny memes come from this, especially from our good old boy Kronk. Where am I putting you? I think it's below Aristocats. I think it's below Hercules as well. Yeah, James Woods is just tough to beat as Hades. He's hilarious. I think it's below Jungle Book also, just bias for the music. Is it above Lion King for me? It may be. No, I don't think it is. I think it's going below Lion King. And I think it's just above Lightning the Tramp. Yeah, I'll put it there for now. Atlantis. This movie is criminally underrated. This movie is so much better than people remember it for, and it did so much worse than I think it deserved. This movie is phenomenal. Went back and rewatched this, and I have watched it more times since. This movie is great. I think it's above her. It's above Hercules, definitely. I think I gotta put it above Aristocats as well, much as I love that. Is it above the Toy Stories? Ooh, that is actually tough because this movie is phenomenal, but I have my childhood biases towards these. Um, I think I'm gonna put it above Toy Story 1. Is it above Toy Story 2? I think for now I'm going to put that there just because I have too much bias for Toy Story 2. Yeah, I think that's gonna go there for now. Monsters Inc. Not as much childhood bias for this as me, but still great movie. One of the best Disney Pixar villains to this day. Waternoose is, I think, the model of how you do a twist villain because Disney and Pixar just got worse with that as time went on. Monsters Inc. Where do you go? Because great movie, great movie. I think it's above Lion King, definitely. I know that sounds weird to say, but like again, I don't have as much bias toward Lion King as the others. So, like you do your own thing in the you do your own thing. Tell me what for in the comments, but like this is me. It's above Lion King. Is it above Jungle Book? Yeah, it's above Jungle Book. I don't even have to think about that. What am I thinking? Is it above Hercules? Yeah, and I think it beats out Aristocats as well. Does it actually? It may not. Actually, yeah, I think I'm gonna put it there for now. Yeah, I think I like Aristocats more than Monsters Inc., but just above Hercules. Lilo and Stitch, just up there with Tarzan. I probably watched Tarzan and Lilo and Stitch the most in my childhood, followed by a couple of the others on this list. Oh, there's a lot of bias for this. Great story, great music. Stitch is hilarious. Where are you going? It's going above Little Mermaid. Is it going above Aladdin? That is actually tough. I think it's going above Aladdin. I think I have to. Just how much I've watched it more than Aladdin and just like yeah, I think it's going there. I may come back and interchange these, but for now I'm just going to put it there. Treasure Planet, just like Atlantis, criminally underrated movie. Really, really good. So I think that's a good starting point. I think I'm gonna put Atlantis. Atlantis may be higher. Treasure Planet is also a good movie. I think these are about the same, so I'd put them. Yeah, that feels right about now. But same reason as Atlantis, both of these movies are criminally underrated. They are so much better than people give them credit for. Finding Nemo. Ooh, lot of my childhood in this one as well. Um, I think I think I'm gonna start below Toy Story actually, just because Toy Story is I like Toy Story that much. And I think I'm gonna put it there for now. Aristocats is good, but I think I would watch Finding Nemo more. Would I actually? I may actually put Aristocats just above it. Yeah, that feels right for right now. Brother Bear, another one they brought Phil Collins on for, and my God, this has some good bangers in it as well, and great story. I don't have as much as my in my childhood as this because I watched like Tarzan and Lilo and Stitch more. Brother Bear, it's above Little Mermaid, Aladdin, and Lilo and Stitch easily. Do I like it more than Tarzan? Because I have a lot more of my childhood in Tarzan than I do Brother Bear. But damn, Brother Bear is a good movie. I think I'm gonna put it there for now. If nothing else, just for the bias for Tarzan. But like, I could revisit this, but that feels okay for right now. Incredibles, classic superhero movie, really, real classic. A lot of my childhood in this one is as well. I gotta put it above Atlantis and Treasure Planet just because I've lived with it for longer, even though those are good. Do I like? Yeah, I like it more than Toy Story. I like it more than Mulan. I think I gotta put it above Little Mermaid as well. Do I put it above Aladdin? Because Aladdin is great. I think I put it here for now. Yeah. Nah, that feels okay for right now. Cars. So the only thing I really go to with this one is obviously great story, and Larry the Cable Guy is hilarious. Uh, Decent remix on Life is a Highway by Rascal Flatts. In fact, I think I like that version better. Yeah. Where are you going? And then of course Owen Wilson being Owen Wilson. Um, I'll start around Finding Nemo, I think. Do I like Cars more than Finding Nemo? I think I do. Yeah. I think I do like that more. Do I like it more than Aristocats? Ooh. Cuz the musical bias I have for Aristocats weighs really heavily when making some of these decisions. I think I'm going to put it there for now. And I might come back to that, as with a lot of these. Meet the Robinsons is a lot easier for me because I don't really have as much bias for this. Good movie. No musical numbers in this one. This one's gonna go kind of low just because I'm never really in the mood to like rewatch this, but that doesn't mean I think it's a bad movie. Um, it goes below Lady and the Tramp, definitely. I think it goes below Bug's Life. Honestly, I think it goes below Pinocchio too. And I think it goes. We're kind of just working our way down here. I think it might go below Sleeping Beauty also. Would I rather rewatch Cinderella than Meet the Robinsons? I might actually. As weird as that is to say it out loud. Would I watch it more than Peter Pan? I don't think I would actually. I think it goes just above Pocahontas. Yeah, yeah, that feels right. Ratatouille. Um, where would be a good starting point for you? Because I don't really. This is kind of in the middle for me. It's probably where it's gonna end up. I'll start around Finding Nemo, I guess. Is it? Do I like Finding? I like Finding Nemo more. Yeah, I can't even debate that. Do I like it better than Monsters Inc? I might actually. Nah, Monsters Inc. more. Hercules more. I think Jungle Book more as well. Yeah. And I think Lion King and Emperor's New Groove more than these also. I like it more than Lady in the Tramp. I think I do. Yeah, that feels right. Putting it there. Wally is definitely going to go higher. So if we're using Ratatouille as a reference, it's above Emperor's New Groove. It's above Lion King. It's above Jungle Book. I think it goes above all these as well. Yeah. I think I gotta put it above Cars too. Yeah. Wally was pretty good. There's a bit of nostalgia for this one as well because I did watch this a fair number of times. I think I gotta put it below Aristocats though. Yeah, that feels right. Bolts, I think I've only seen like once or twice in my life. It's all right, but like there's no bias for this with my childhood. There's nothing that like really sticks out to me. It goes below A Bug's Life, definitely. Does it go above Pinocchio? Probably. It goes below Pinocchio. I think Sleeping Beauty's. I think I put Sleeping Beauty higher. Yeah, probably Cinderella as well, just because they're classics. Probably Peter Pan also. This is kind of going down, and honestly, I'd rather watch Meet the Robinsons also. I think it's gonna go just above Pocahontas. Yeah, Up is going to go significantly higher as well. This is a great movie. The soundtrack is gorgeous. The character's great. The villain's great. Russell's funny. Kevin's funny. Doug's funny. The opening sequence is single-handedly the saddest opening sequence in most, if not all, of these movies. Up is going above Wally. I think it's got to go above Aristocats also. I think I put it above Toy Story also as well. Yeah. Does it go above Treasure Planet and Atlantis? I think it does. Yeah. I think I gotta put it above Toy Story 2 also. It's as weird as that is to say. Is it above Mulan? I think it is. I think it beats out a few of these spots, actually. Do I put it above Aladdin? It is above The Incredibles for me. Just barely. So, like, this is where we start to get to a lot closer territory. I think I'm just barely going to give it to Aladdin, and I'm going to put Up right there behind it. Yeah, I may come back to that if I need to. Princess and the Frog is going to go very high. This movie is also very underrated. The Shadow Man is single-handedly the greatest villain in all of Disney and Pixar. The music is gorgeous. The villain song, Friends on the Other Side, is stuck in my head more than you would think. Almost There is phenomenal. I think I gotta put it above Tarzan. Do I put it above Beauty and the Beast? Because there's a lot of nostalgia for that. Ah, man, that is actually a really tough question. Because, like, it barely beats out Tarzan. There's a lot of bias for Tarzan, but damn is Princess and the Frog a good movie. I think I put it here for now. Stop doing that. My God, if I could close this out, I would. Anyway, yeah, that feels right. Yeah, I'm gonna put it there for now. Toy Story 3. This is easily going above 1 and 2. This movie was great. Is it above Mulan? It may be. No, I think it just barely goes above 2. I think I would. No. I'd rather watch Toy Story 3 than Mulan. Mulan's a good movie, but Toy Story 3 is just. They should have stopped at this one. This one is the best out of all of them, easily. I think I put it above Little Mermaid as well. Is it above The Incredibles? There's a lot of bias I have for Incredibles, more so than this one. This is a tough one. I think it barely beats out Incredibles for me right now. But I am gonna put it behind Up. That's pretty easy for me. Yeah, I couldn't. This is another one of these that I could interchange. Ask me on any different day, and I could change this up. I'm gonna put it there for now. Tangled, I don't even have to think about this. This is my favorite film. The animation, the lantern sequence, the music, it's all just gorgeous. I just that's easy for me. This is easily my favorite one. Cars 2, I wasn't going to throw in the Cars sequels just cuz like I don't really think too highly of them, but I figured if I did it for Toy Story, I might as well do it for these. Cars 2, it's very easily not as good as the original Cars. I think it's gonna go behind. It definitely goes behind Ratatouille, behind Lady and the Tramp. I think it goes behind Bug's Life as well. Does it go behind Pinocchio? It may go behind all these classics as well. So we're down to like Meet the Robinsons and Bolt. I'd rather watch Meet the Robinsons. I think I'd rather watch Bolt. I honestly may rather watch Pocahontas more than this as well. Would I? I honestly don't really find myself going back to Pocahontas that much. I think I'm gonna barely put this above Pocahontas. Yeah, that feels about right for right now. Brave, the Pixar princess. Where are you going? I'd rather watch Mulan. Brave's a good movie, but I think Mulan is better. I think Toy Story 2 is better. I'd rather watch Atlantis and Treasure Planets. Probably Toy Story also. Cats, Wally. Would I rather watch it than Cars? Yeah, I'd rather watch Cars. I'd rather watch Finding Nemo. Yeah, this is lower than I thought. I thought higher of this movie. Is it above Monsters Inc? No, it's not. Sorry, I gotta give that to Monsters Inc. I gotta give it to Hercules too. God, I gotta give it to Jungle Book too. Man, this is lower than I thought. I thought better of this movie. I give it to Lion King. The music in Lion King's too good. I think I just barely put it above Emperor's New Groove. Yeah. Man, I thought better of that movie. Anyway, Wreck-It Ralph. This one's going pretty high because this movie is great. I like it better than Up. That is for sure. I think I put it above Aladdin as well, and Lilo and Stitch. Do I like Wreck-It Ralph more than Brother Bear? Brother Bear and Tarzan are good. Nah, I think it stays right there. I think I do, in fact, just like Brother Bear and Tarzan that much. Yeah, that's gonna stay there. Monsters University, same reason as Toy Story and the Cars sequels. Just threw it in here. It's definitely not as good as the original. I'd rather watch Hercules and Jungle Book. Rather watch Lion King and Brave. I think I'd rather watch Emperor's New Groove as well. I'd rather watch Ratatouille. I think I'd rather watch Lady and the Tramp as well. Honestly, I'd rather watch Bug's Life. Again, this isn't like I think these are bad, but just like what do I think is better than the others? I think I might put it just above. No, I can't put it above Pinocchio. Is it above Sleeping Beauty? That's a classic. It's still really good. I think I'm going to put it there for now. I'm still kind of debating this. I might revisit that. Frozen. I know this is contentious for a lot of people. I can never get past the fact of this movie that this movie only exists because they wrote Let It Go, and then they were like, well, shit, I have to write an entire movie to go with this now. But I do have a lot more appreciation for this because the music is decently good. Let It Go, as much of an earworm as it is, I do enjoy as a song. Love is an Open Door is a pretty decent song as well, even though it's wasted on a bad villain like Hans. Fixer Upper's forgettable. For the First Time Forever isn't bad. It's a decent song as well. Plot's not that great. Animation is pretty good. Would I rather watch it than Brave? I think is a good starting point. I think just for the music, I might. If nothing else, for the music. Do I put it above Lion King? Don't think I do. I think I put it there for now. Yeah, that feels comfortable for right now. Big Hero 6 is going up. This story, animation, it's all phenomenal. This is great. This one is really good. I think it goes above Up. I think it goes above Aladdin. I think I put it above Lilo and Stitch as well. Yeah. Do I put it higher than Wreck-It Ralph? Because Wreck-It Ralph is a really good movie. Because I'm also thinking of Big Hero 6, the series as well, which adds more story. So I know a little bit more about their characters from that also. I'm trying to just keep it to the one movie. Do I like that more than Wreck-It Ralph? I think I put it here for now. I think Wreck-It Ralph just barely beats it out. Inside Out is also a really good movie. I have rewatched this a fair number of times, and I have liked it more each time. Really good movie. Really good movie. What feels like a fair starting point? Start with like Car. I'd rather watch it than Cars. I think I'd rather watch it than Wall-E as well. Do I like Aristocats better than it? Yeah, I like Inside Out better than Aristocats. I think I gotta put it above Toy Story as well, and above these. Yep. And Toy Story 2. Weird as that feels to say, I do really like Inside Out. Is it above Mulan? I don't think it is. Yeah, I think it goes just below Mulan. Zootopia. So I have to tread this part carefully because one of my cousins works at Disney, and I know he's going to be watching this, and Zootopia is his favorite movie. And as at this point, I will remind you that when I am ranking these, I like all of these movies. There are at least some elements of all of these movies that I enjoy. So if I put something high or low, that doesn't mean I think it's so much better than or so much worse than anything else higher or lower on the list. So please keep that in mind. Don't shoot me for this one. Zootopia. Definitely good movie. Really good movie. I can see why it is my cousin's favorite. Good story. Animation good as well. I definitely like it more than Monsters Inc. More than Finding Nemo and Cars. I think I like it better than Wall-E and Aristocats as well. Do I like it more than Toy Story? Yeah, I do. And I like it more than the rest of these. Toy Story 2, yeah. Inside Out. Ooh, do I like Inside Out better? I think I do like Inside Out better. I think I would have to put it there for now. You know who you are. Don't shoot me for it. Like I get it. It's your favorite, but like again, I don't think any of these are bad movies. It's just what would I rather watch? What do I think is like slightly better? I don't think any of these are bad movies by any stretch of the means. So like, don't shoot me for that. Finding Dory. Again, threw this in here for the same reason as the Toy Stories and the Cars. Finding Nemo is better by far. Monsters Inc. is better. Hercules is better. I think I like Jungle Book better. Lion King's better. I'd rather watch Frozen. I'd rather watch Brave. I'd rather watch Emperor's New Groove. I'm just kind of going down. I'd rather watch all of these. I think I'd rather watch Peter Pan. I'd honestly rather watch Bolt than Finding Dory. Is it better than Cars 2? Because both of these like aren't great for me. There are things I appreciate about them both. I honestly think I'd rather watch Cars 2 more. Is it above Pocahontas? I don't really have any nostalgia for Pocahontas. I don't ever find myself going back to want to watch that. I think I am going to put Pocahontas above it. Yeah, that feels right. Moana is easily going just behind Hunchback of Notre Dame. This movie is the animation is great, music is gorgeous. Dwayne Johnson is just Dwayne Johnson. Yeah. Hunchback of Notre Dame just barely beats it out just because more of a classic. Good music. Oh man, I could probably interchange those, honestly, but I think I just barely give it the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and Beauty and the Beast goes just below it. Very easy. Cars 3 is honestly probably worse for me than Cars 2, so we're already starting off not great. I think I'd rather see Pocahontas. I'd rather watch Finding Dory. I'd rather watch The Rescuers. Honestly, I would rather watch Dumbo. Man. Again, I don't think all of these movies are like terrible, but it's just like, what would I rather watch? I'd rather watch Alice in Wonderland. But I would honestly rather watch Snow White than I would this one. Yeah, I think I just never find myself wanting to watch Bambi. Like, good movie. Good again. Even the lowest ranked movie on here, I do not think is a bad movie. I think they're all good movies. But like, I just never find myself wanting. Honestly, yeah. Cars 3 is going below Bambi. I'm gonna put Cars 3 at the end. Yeah, I think that is where it's gonna go. Coco, on the other hand, is going to go much higher. Great movie. Good, much better on the twist villain than a lot of other movies. Great music. It's above Incredibles. It's above Toy Story 3. I think I put it above Up as well. Yeah. Is it above Aladdin? I think I have to, yeah. If nothing else, for that last scene when he's singing Tu Abuela. Is it better than Lilo and Stitch? Because there's a lot of bias here. Yeah, I can't get that one scene out of my head. I think I just barely give it to Big Hero 6. Yeah, I give it to Big Hero 6 more than Coco, but still, phenomenal movie. Incredibles 2 is, the first one's better, so that's a good starting point. I'd watch Little Mermaid more, Mulan more, Inside Out, so yeah, we're going. I would much rather watch all of these than Incredibles 2. More than Cars, or Cars more than Incredibles 2. Again, not bad movie, but just stuff I'd rather watch more. Finding Nemo, yeah, Monsters Inc., yeah, Hercules. Jungle Book. I'd rather watch Lion King more, yeah. Honestly, it's probably gonna go a lot lower than that. I'd rather watch Frozen. I'd rather watch Brave. I'd rather watch Emperor's New Groove. It's going below Lady and the Tramp. I think I don't really have as much bias for Bug's Life. I think it goes above Bug's Life. No, it goes lower. It goes lower. I think it goes above Monsters University. Yeah, just because I like the Incredibles franchise more than I like the Monsters Inc. / University universe. Yeah, that feels right. Ralph Breaks the Internets. Not as good as the original Wreck-It Ralph, but still really funny. The reference to all the other Disney princesses is hilarious, and I was really surprised they got their original voice actors back for that scene. Actually, so really funny on that part. But the original's better. I think I'd rather watch Big Hero 6. And this is where it starts to get contentious. Would I rather watch it over Coco? No, I think I'd rather watch Coco. Do I put it below Lilo and Stitch? Trying to not let my bias get in the way too much. I think I put it here for now. Yeah, that feels right for right now. Toy Story 4, it's easily below all the rest of them. It should have ended at Toy Story 3. The originals are better. It's below Aristocats. It's below Wally and Cars. It's below all the rest of these. It's below. It's below Brave. It's below New Groove. Below Ratatouille and Lady and the Tramp. I think it's below Bug's Life as well. I think it goes below Pinocchio. I think I'd rather watch it more than Incredibles 2. But like, no, I honestly think I'd rather watch Monsters University more than that. Yeah, and honestly, now that I think about it, I'd rather watch Sleeping Beauty and Cinderella more than the rest of these. So those are gonna go up, and I think Peter Pan's gonna come up above these as well. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, I think that feels about right. Honestly, I'd rather watch Meet the Robinsons than Toy Story 4. Also, so yeah, that feels comfortable for now. Frozen 2, Into the Unknown is a good song. So is Show Yourself. Kristoff's little reindeer 80s rock ballad is really nice. I'm letting the music get in my head right now, so I'm letting the music kind of biasly influence my decision here. It's definitely better than the first one, I think. I like it better than the first. If nothing else, just for the updated animation and because it has more songs. It has a higher number of songs I enjoy in this song than I do in Frozen 1. Even some of the lower end songs, like "When I Am Older," is probably one of the weaker songs in this movie, but it's better than "Fixer Upper." Like "Fixer Upper" is just a forgettable song. Um, I hate to say it, but if nothing else for the animation in the movie, I would have to put it above Lion King. I know some people want to shoot me for that, but like, I'm sorry. The music's just going through my head right now. I really like the music in Lion King as well, but I do enjoy this. Is it above Jungle Book? I don't think it is. I think that feels correct. Yeah, that feels right. And these are. I honestly thought I thought higher of Frozen as well, because even when I was just in Disney World, stop doing that thing keeps making the noise. Anyway, yeah, when I was just in Disney World, I went to go see some of the Frozen shows. Like the improv show is hilarious. I got to preview Fantasmic with my cousin, and they had a really cool Frozen section in that. It was part of the fireworks show as well. I thought higher of these movies because I do actually appreciate these movies, if nothing else, for the animation and the music. So wow, these are actually lower than I thought, but compared to everything else, that just feels correct. Onward, one of the newer ones, actually pretty good movie. Um, we'll start with Lady and the Tramp, I guess. I'd rather a lot of bias with these because Lady and the Tramp is really good for me. I think it's above Lady and the Tramp. Would I rather watch Ratatouille than Onward? This isn't gonna be high for me just because I like everything else that much more. But like right around here feels correct. I think I am gonna put it after Ratatouille. Yeah, I'm gonna put it after Ratatouille. Soul. I love jazz. I sing and play the piano. There's a lot of piano on this. Really, really gorgeous on the piano with this one. Really good story as well. Jamie Foxx did a good job. Oh, this one snuck up on me because when I wasn't expecting much when I saw this, and I actually enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. I think I gotta put it above Zootopia, if nothing else, just for the jazz piano. Above Inside Out. Is it above Mulan? Is where we start to get contentious. I don't think so. I think the nostalgia for Mulan is going to beat it out. But Soul, I did actually enjoy. Raya is going to go low. I didn't really think too highly of this movie. Animation's really good. Story's kind of I don't really care. The dragons, nothing. This isn't anything against Aquafina, but the dragon is just. I don't even remember the dragon's name. First of all, that should tell you something. But the dragon is just annoying. And again, that is not a knock against Aquafina. I don't think anything badly of any of the people doing the voices. But just I really don't care too much about this movie. There are parts about it that I like. The animation was really nice. I've come to appreciate stuff like that a lot more. I think I'd rather watch it than Cars 2. But I think I'd rather watch Bolt more, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, that feels about right. Luca is a phenomenal movie. This one when it came out and when I went to I wasn't this is another one I wasn't expecting much out of. This snuck up on me. This movie is great. Better than Little Mermaid, better than Incredibles, better than Toy Story 3, better than Up. I think I gotta do better than Aladdin and Lilo and Stitch as well. It's better than Ralph Breaks the Internet for me. I think it's better than the first Wreck-It Ralph, honestly, too. We start to get to Brother Bear and Tarzan is where I start to not know if it's going to be higher than that. And I don't think it is. I think I like Brother Bear and Tarzan that much. But Luca is a great movie. And finally, Encanto. I'm not going to put Turning Red or Lightyear on here because one, I haven't seen them. Two, I don't really have plans to see them. Three, they just don't look that great. So Encanto is where we're going to end it off. And damn, is Encanto a good movie. I really enjoyed this one. Every single song in here was great. All of them are a banger. The animation is great. The story's great. It's better than Luca. And I think it's better than Brother Bear and Tarzan as well. Is it better than Princess and the Frog for me? That's tough because I really like Princess and the Frog. I think I gotta put it above Princess and the Frog. Do I? This is where we start to get contentious. Is it better than Princess and the Frog? I think it is. I think I gotta put it above Princess and the Frog. The music, the musical bias is just like it's here for both of these, but I think I gotta give it to Encanto because Encanto has just like every song hits right. Every song is so good. Beauty and the Beast do I like it more than Beauty and the Beast? It's definitely not going above Moana because I just like Moana that much. So this is the final deliberation. Is it going above Beauty and the Beast? A lot of classic songs that I enjoy in Beauty and the Beast, but everything in Encanto is really good. I think I do put it above Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, just barely. Just barely, I think I put it above Beauty and the Beast. All right, I'll go do one more. Yeah, let's do one more pass through here, just to go over things one more time. So Tangled, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Moana, those are never gonna move. Those are my top three easily. Encanto feels right there. Beauty and the Beast, Princess and the Frog. Yeah, those are above these. That feels right. Luca, Wreck-It Ralph, Big Hero 6. Yeah, Coco above Ralph Breaks the Internet, Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch or Aladdin is one that feels kind of contentious. Could go back and forth. I think I'm just barely gonna put Aladdin above just for the music and just because Robin Williams. Lilo and Stitch above Up. Yeah, there's too much bias for Up. Toy Story 3 just below that. Yeah, because I like Up better. Incredibles, Little Mermaid. Do I put Little Mermaid higher? Because I do have a lot of fondness for that as well, especially the music. Yeah, if nothing else for the music, I think I do have to bump that up at least one spot. Do I bump that above Toy Story 3, though? I don't think I do. I think I have to, actually. Because Toy Story 3 is really good, but just like the music's getting in my head, and I really like the music in that. Incredibles, above Mulan, yeah. Yeah, I have a little bit more nostalgia for Incredibles than I do Mulan. Mulan above Soul, Yeah, just barely. Soul above Inside Out and Zootopia. You know who you are. Don't shoot me for that. Zootopia above Toy Story 2. Yeah, then Atlantis, Treasure Planets. All right, which of these do I actually think is better? I do still think I gave it to Atlantis. Yeah, Atlantis, Treasure Planet, Toy Story. Yeah, that feels right. Then Aristocats. Does that go above? No, it doesn't go above Toy Story. But yeah, I do agree it's above Wall-E, Cars, Finding Nemo. Would I rather watch Cars or Finding Nemo? I'd probably rather watch Cars, so that's right. Monsters Inc. Is that above Finding Nemo for me? I'm actually coming, now that I come to revisit this, it may be above. Is it? I think it might be. No, yeah, I think it was correct where it was. Then Hercules. Yeah, then Jungle Book. Frozen 2, I thought higher of this movie cuz like I do appreciate this movie a lot more than other people do. But I do think it's just below those. Is it above Jungle Book for me? Honestly, it may be because I don't have as much nostalgia for Jungle Book as I do for some of the other stuff, and Jungle Book's a really good movie. But I do appreciate the stuff in Frozen as well. This is where we start to get tough and contentious. Yeah, I think I put it above Jungle Book. Just barely. Do I put it above Hercules? Hercules is a classic. Songs are good. James Woods is hilarious. No. I think I leave Frozen 2 there. Yeah, I think I leave it there for now. Jungle Book above Lion King. Yeah, I think it is. Frozen. Putting Lion King just barely above Frozen feels so wrong, but I guess that's just where it's falling in my list. Oh god, that doesn't feel correct, but I guess that's where we are. Frozen above Brave. Yeah, if nothing else for the music, because like the music's getting in my head. The animation, the story is something I'm not necessarily a fan of because they fumble the ball with the story a bit. Because again, they wrote the song "Let It Go" and then they had to make the movie around that, so they kind of dropped the ball on that in a few areas. I do think I leave that there. Yeah, and Brave, then Emperor's New Groove. Yeah, Ratatouille. Is Brave above Ratatouille? Actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, it is. New Groove, Ratatouille, then Onward, Lady and the Tramp. I think I would actually rather watch Lady and the Tramp than Onward. Would I rather watch Lady and the Tramp than Ratatouille? No, I don't think I would. Onward, Bug's Life. Would I rather watch Bug's Life than Onward? As I start to move some of these around, it starts to put more of these in contention with others. So this is where it starts getting weird. There's more nostalgia from my childhood for Bug's Life, obviously, than Onward. Onward wasn't bad. I do think I put Bug's Life over Onward. But I do think I leave Onward above Pinocchio. Yeah, Pinocchio above Sleeping Beauty. Sleeping Beauty and Cinderella. Yeah. Yeah, if nothing else for the one scene of Maleficent's transformation into the dragon, that's always been a cool scene to me. Cinderella over Peter Pan, yeah. Over Incredibles 2. Yeah, I'd rather watch that. I'd rather watch Okay, Incredibles 2 or Monsters University. I'd probably actually rather watch Monsters University now that I think about it. Incredibles 2 over Meet the Robinsons. I'd rather watch Meet the Robinsons, actually, than Incredibles 2. Toy Story 4. I'd rather watch Incredibles 2 than Bolt. Yeah, I don't really care about this one as much as the rest of them. Raya is below Bolt. That feels correct. Above Cars 2. Doing that, please. Oh my god. Cars 2. Pocahontas. Would I rather watch Pocahontas than Cars 2? This is another contentious thing. Even though this is all kind of toward the bottom. I think I'd rather watch Pocahontas, actually. So we're gonna move you up. I don't really have as much nostalgia for Pocahontas either, so I don't really know if it's above Raya. I think I am gonna put Raya below it, though. Actually, yeah, yeah, Raya below Pocahontas. That's fine. Finding Dory. Yeah, I'd rather watch Cars 2 than Finding Dory. Rescuers. It feels wrong having this one here, but I just do not remember as much from this one, and I don't ever find myself. I remember enough of it, but I don't ever find myself saying I would rather go watch The Rescuers than anything else up here. Um, I'd probably put it above Finding Dory, actually, at the very least. And I think I would put it above Cars too. Uh, I think I do put it above Raya as well, and probably Pocahontas. Okay, so this does actually go up a few spots for me. And then I guess I don't have as much nostalgia for Bolt, so I can put it above Bolt. Toy Story 4 wasn't the greatest story, but still okay. Nah, I think I put The Rescuers above these two. And I think I put it above Meet the Robinsons as well. It might jump up above Monsters University. Yeah. Yeah, I think it jumps up above Monsters University, and then the rest stay there. Dumbo, I just never find myself wanting to go back and watch that. I think I'd rather watch. No, I'd rather watch Dumbo than Cars 2. Now that I think about it. Yeah. Yeah, that feels right. Alice in Wonderland, good movie, but I just never find myself wanting to watch that. I think I put Snow White above that actually. I'd rather go back and watch Snow White than Alice in Wonderland. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. I just never want to go back and rewatch it. I never find myself in the mood to do so. I do think it beats out Bambi and Cars 3 though. Yeah, Cars 3 at the bottom feels fine. Bambi, again, good movie, all of these, but like I just never want to watch Bambi. It just didn't stick with me all that much. And all these would I put Snow White higher than? Nah, I don't think I would. Yeah, because I never really want to go back and watch Snow White either, but I'd rather watch it more than Alice and Bambi and Cars 3. All right, that looks correct. So, yeah, this is my final rankings for these. Have at that in the comments what you will. Tell me why I'm right on certain things. Tell me why I am a dumbass on other things. I imagine I'm gonna be catching some stuff for. Oh God, I put Frozen 2 above Lion King. But yeah, I did. I'm gonna be catching some stuff for where Lion King is. I know for sure, and I might catch some stuff for some of these other ones down here. But that is just. I think that's just where everything falls for me. So I will just leave it at that. And beyond that, I guess let me know what you think of these type of videos because this isn't Yu-Gi-Oh content, but I'm just seeing how stuff like this does. So I will leave it at that. Thanks for tuning in and have a good rest of the day.